Guess who your host is? It's me! Just realized I brought my fan up. It's gonna be part of my act. No, I don't need that. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our magic show. I'm Cara Mandel. I'm gonna be your mistress of ceremonies for the evening. We're all gonna enjoy some magic, sweat a little bit. It's gonna be great. If you need to leave at any point, don't worry. Just see yourself out. We'll make fun of you. It'll be great. What you're going to see tonight is 3.5 magicians, let's call it that. You're gonna see 3 wonderful ladies from the Women Magicians Association and myself doing a little bit of magic in between. We've all met through the Magic Castle Women Magicians Association, of which Belle Daily here is the head of our organization and has brought us all together. These shows are kind of an opportunity for us younger magicians starting out to get what's known as flight time, so we can kind of practice a little bit and get our confidence, and in some cases go on to be performing magicians, and in some cases audition for membership at the castle. But in all cases, we're here to entertain you tonight. And so, without further ado, I'm going to introduce, first of all, thank you to Felix Jones, our wonderful host and purveyor of magic in the Valley. But first up, we have a very talented young lady who's going to be joining us on the stage. This young woman is 15 years old. She is a junior magician at the Magic Castle, which is no small feat. That is a very coveted spot. She has performed for children's birthday parties. She's even been on television. She does private events, and she's a massive Swiftie. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Isha Agrawal.
One of my favorite things about the human experience is meeting people like you, hearing your stories, and getting to know you. But with billions of people roaming the earth, it's tough to connect with everyone. Like when you're out in public, it's hard to see people for who they are, and it's easy to lose people in the crowd, especially with all this pressure to fit in. And sometimes we get so caught up in changing ourselves just to fit in, like the clothes we wear, the people we talk to, and sometimes the music we listen to. And just all of this, just so that we can fit in with one another. Every aspect of ourselves can become identical to the other, making it difficult to distinguish one from the other. But when you really start to get to know someone for who they are, you start to sense a uniqueness in ourselves that actually makes us all pretty different.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Isha, and I'd like to try an experiment in coincidence with all of you. For this, I want as many people involved as possible. So before the show, I had a handful of people write down a name of a person that's special to them. If you're one of those people, please raise your hand up so we know who you are. So when I had you write down these names, I had you put them into this cardboard box, which has been in view the whole time. And I can read a few just so that you know that they're all different. We have like Jeffrey, Mark, you get the idea. So for this, I want to include as many people. Krista, would you mind helping me out? Everyone give her a big round of applause. And I know you, but I don't know if anyone else knows you, so your name is?
Krista.
Krista. Everyone give it up for Krista one more time. So in this box, we have a bunch of names that people wrote down, right? So if you could just pick one, don't open it up yet, and just put it in like a pocket or something, keep it safe, we'll use it later. Okay, so for this, I want to create a connection between all of us first. So I want everyone in this room to think of a number that's special to you. So this could be like a 2 or 3 or 4-digit number, like someone's birthday, a lucky number. For me, since I love Taylor Swift and I'm a big Swiftie, my number would be 13 because that's her lucky number. So while everyone's thinking of your number, Krista, when you were a kid, did you ever like doing like origami?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. I did too. And like, I don't know if you know these like paper balls, like these origami paper balls.
Okay.
So I made one of those, but they're like a lot bigger. And I'm gonna ask you to just throw this ball into the audience, and while everyone's still thinking of your number, and yeah, just anywhere maybe where you don't know anyone. Okay, and then what number are you thinking of? 1989. Okay. Yeah, that's Okay, so here on my calculator, and then would you just type in 1989? And then throw that somewhere else in the audience where you don't know anyone maybe, and then perfect. And then hit times for me, please. Yep, and then what's the number that you're thinking of? 9, and hit 9. And then throw it one more time into a different area maybe. And what was the number that you're thinking of? 14. 14. So,
Times again?
Yep, times and 14. And then what, how was that number special to you?
That was your born.
Okay, and what number, how was that special?
It's my birthday.
Your birthday, and
Just came to me.
just came to you. Okay, so we have 2 birthday, year, whatever. Okay, and then it came to your mind. Could you just throw that onto the stage anywhere? Doesn't matter. And Crystal, would you just hit equals for me and then read the number aloud, what it says?
600.
Hold on.
77.
677. 350.
I wrote that very wrong.
Okay, so we have 677 315, and this was a number, like, we've already established a connection, right? This is a number that 3, like, potentially strangers in this room created together, connections, numbers that were already connected, right, to create this number. And this number came to us through the origami paper ball, right, that was originally tossed out. And if we're all connected enough, here, I'll start you off, but when we open this paper ball, you could just help me open up this ball. We can find, it says that the number will be 600. Woo! 315. Okay, so at this point we've already established a connection, right? 3 strangers named a number, right? And this number was 677,315, which had already been like set in stone with the origami paper ball, right? But earlier you picked a name, right? And nobody knows what this name was.
Right.
For the first time, would you read aloud
Yes.
what that name is?
Stella.
Stella. So this is a name that somebody in here wrote, and we created this number, 677,315, that we all connected over, right? And if we're all pretty connected enough, we can actually reveal that we're all a lot more connected. And we are S-T-E-L-L. Thank you, Krista. You can go back to your seat. My name is Isha. I hope you're having a great day. And if anything, I hope this serves as a reminder to say hello to one another every once in a while. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for Isha Agrawal, everyone. Told you, those juniors are no joke. And I get to follow her. Cool! Well, lower your expectations, everybody. You're in for a mediocre ride. So, as I mentioned, I am, clumsy. As I mentioned, I am a student at the Magic Castle. I don't know if I mentioned that. Well, let me tell you, I'm a student at the Magic Castle. I'm not yet a member. And I just completed my 5th class at the castle. And I learned a lot of stuff, but I still feel like a baby magician. So we're going to go easy on me, aren't we?
Yes.
And if things go well, we clap. And if things go poorly, what do? We clap even louder. All right, disclaimers aside. Some of the things I've learned at the castle, taking classes, I've learned how to shuffle and look cool doing it. I've learned how to fan the cards. I've learned how to spread the cards. I know, I'm fancy. I'm like practically David Copperfield at this point. I've also learned the swing cut. That's a fancy one. So what I'm gonna do is what's known as a riffle shuffle, and I'm just gonna start riffling through the cards. And what's your name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Would you like to help me, Jeffrey? You don't have to get up or do anything special.
Sure.
Okay, you're just gonna tell me when to stop about halfway through the deck. Ready? Go.
Stop.
Right there? Okay. Everybody see the card? Yeah? All right, I'm going to spread the cards out. In fact, you know what? Let's make this even more fair. How about you give those cards a shuffle? You got this. Everybody, let's hear it for Jeffrey. I believe in you, Jeffrey.
I only know how to do it this way.
Yeah, great. Nobody's judging you at all. I'm judging you.
I can't even do it that way.
You did great. Yeah, Jeffrey, thank you. Do you feel good? Do you want to shuffle him again? He's like, no, I want to get out of here. All right. So we would say that that card is fairly lost in the deck safely. Now here's the thing. one of the things they don't teach you at the Magic Castle is the power of heat signature. When I showed that card to all of you, and when you touched that deck, it leaves a heat signature. It's almost like a psychic residue. And I'm really good at picking up on psychic residue. Just go with me on this, people. We're gonna buy into this premise. Okay. If I concentrate hard enough, I can feel a different signature on one of these cards. Oh. This one in particular feels extra signature-y. Jeffrey, was this your card?
No.
Cool. Okay. My first try was not successful. Let's try it again. Okay, ready? Shake it off. What do we do when it goes poorly? Sweating. All right. Second try. Oh, yeah. I know. That was it. I was feeling a different kind of signature. Jeffrey, is that your card?
Unfortunately.
I have you trained so well. It's clear that I need some help. But it's okay because I have help. Hold on. Pardon me. In my bra, I carry a little friend named George. George is a tiny plastic bunny. Ask no questions, you don't want answers, but George comes with me everywhere. And George has been a member of the Magic Castle for, I think, since the 80s. He is really good at finding cards, and I think he might be the right bunny for the job. So, let's give him some encouragement. Come on, George. Come on, George, you can do it. You can do it. George is stopped on a particular card. Jeffrey, for the first time ever, tell us, what was your card?
4 of clubs.
Awesome! You had one job. Like, literally, I stay in my boobs all day, and then I take you out for the 1 second, and then... Sorry. Oh. He's talking bunny to me. Okay, that makes sense. So here's the thing. George says that he's not used to performing without a top hat. Normally he comes out of the top hat, but he says that when he's not in the top hat, he wears a top hat, and that's why he failed at the trick. But it's okay because I've also got a top hat for him in here. Everybody check out George's top hat. And it's a little sweaty, sorry. I can just put his top hat on his... Oh, that's weird. It's not fitting on his head. Huh. Looks like there's something inside his top hat. Hey, Jeffrey, you want to take my boob sweat covered hat and pull out the card from inside of it? This is an immersive show. What is it?
No.
It's the 4 of clubs! Turns out George wasn't so bad after all. Thank you. And thank you. All right, that's the level of magic you're getting from me. Oh no, you get to keep that. That's for you, my friend, you earned it. All right, that's it for me for now. I'm going to consult my notes for our next magician who's coming to the stage because I want to give you this incredibly poetic intro. From the darkest corners of the old world to the darkest corners of your imagination, this next magician aims to thrill, entertain, and maybe just a little bit scare you. The bizarre magic of Caerie Houchins.
Little bit of setup I have to do. Reality
and illusion, the light, and the dark. In magic, as in life, it can sometimes be very difficult to tell the difference between what is real and what is merely an illusion. For instance, this knife is very, very real. Can you give it a wrap? Make sure that's real metal?
Yep.
Awesome. Real. 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 Illusion. Illusion. It's simply illusion. Sorry. They say that being an adult is spending the rest of your life recovering from your childhood. That reminds me, it just seems like yesterday that I was sitting at my mama's knees, learning magic. And that reminds me, like many of you, when I was little, I kept keepsakes, things that were special to me in a small little box. Now my box happens to be covered in magical wards because the things that I kept inside had a tendency to get out and run around on their own, all willy-nilly. But let me show you. When I was a little girl, I played with childish things, with dollies and puppets and silly little things with string. But sometimes late at night, I'd have to use my imagination just to pretend I wasn't all alone. Sometimes I'd even pretend that my puppets were alive as real flesh and bone.
Yeah.
But childhood is fleeting, and no one stays little for long. As time goes by, and the years just seem to keep going on. So when I became a teenager, I was forced to toss childish things away. Innocence vanished.
Bravo.
Toys that would no longer play. And yet, when we get a little bit older, we tend to obsess over other objects. In my case, I turned to the mirror. But maybe something of my dolly remains inside the mirror. What do you say we find out?
Let's find out.
Mirror, mirror, in my hand. Is my dolly inside, or are you merely ordinary and bland? We cover your face to shine not unto the light. Be my new dolly, Shall we play with needles tonight? Your glass rings out clear and true. Till suddenly, my needles pass right through you.
Ooh.
Impossible, you say, yet no glass remains within, hiding its silvered face from my sharp, sharp pen. It's okay. It's okay, and do little glass dolly. Come back from the land of soul and show us your silvery face, restored and fully whole.
Woo!
So you may have noticed by now, I happen to be a collector of strange objects and artifacts. And one of the things that happens when people learn that you have these strange collections is they come up to you after shows and they say, hey, I've got this thing. I found this in a curio shop or passed down through my family. Recently, somebody gave me something that really called out to me. I want to share with you this evening. This, my friends, is the Eye of Horus. Horus was an Egyptian deity. He was the god of the sky, amongst many other things. They had several jobs. But in this case, we're going to focus on his sky. According to Egyptian legend, Horus's right eye was the sun, his left eye was the moon. Jeffrey, would you mind helping me
Sure.
test the efficacy of this amulet?
Okay.
Poor Jeffrey.
Come, have a seat. Everybody, give it up for Jeffrey. Jeffrey, we have Horus, deity of the sky. His right eye, the sun. His left eye, the moon. Now, in a moment, I'm going to turn my back. When I do, I want you to put one hand, right or left, on the amulet. Then think of two words that are incredibly important to you. Now, I'm not going to be reading your mind. You're never going to be speaking these words out loud. So you should be able to pick something deeply personal. Just make sure you can spell it, because that's incredibly important. Okay? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You'll put either your right or left hand on the amulet. I'm going to put my left hand on the amulet to show you. And I'm going to spell out a word that's important to me, like blood. So you start alternating with each letter. B-L-O-O-D. If it was cat, if it was my favorite pet and I had my left hand on, I would be C-A-T. You got it?
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
2 words.
Yep, 2 words that are important to you. Okay. Put either your right or your left hand on the amulet.
Okay.
Okay. Spell the 2 words that are important to you, alternating with each letter.
D.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. To yourself. To yourself.
Sorry.
Tell me when you're done.
Done.
All right. Now you should have either your right hand or your left hand on the amulet right now.
Yes.
Remember, Horus's right eye was the sun, his left eye was the moon. In honor of Horus, if your right hand is currently on the amulet, alternating with each letter just as before, spell out sun. If your left hand is on the amulet, spell out moon. And leave your hand on there at the end. Tell me when you're done.
Done.
All right. Now, Jeffrey, I want you to really, really feel the Eye of Horus. Feel its golden energy coming up through your fingertips, through your knuckles, to your palm, as it infuses your whole being with energy. And when you think you've made a connection, put both hands back into your lap and tell me you're done.
Yeah, done.
Okay. So you would agree, there's no way I could know which hand, right or left, you started with. There's no way I could know which words were so deeply personal to you that you didn't speak them out loud as you alternated hands. So there's no way, there's no earthly way I could know what hand you charged from the amulet. Fortunately, I have an unearthly way. I have here an actual Egyptian scarab. In Egypt today, people wear these as good luck charms. But in ancient times, they were rumored to be able to carry secrets from the physical world to the spiritual. If you would, hold out both hands, palms up. It's definitely getting something. I think you made a connection. Tell Horus, you may put your hands down, and then tell me. The scarab says she's already told someone. What? Should I open?
Yes.
The moon. Could it be the scarab traveled to the spirit world, found my dolly, and my dolly gives me one last gift, the moon, which was Horus's left eye. Jeffrey, if everything went well and I understood the scarab correctly, was it your left hand that you charged with the amulet?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Jeffrey. You can go back to your seat. All right, those of you that know me or have seen me perform before know that I'm not really a card magician. It's not really something that I do. But I might have fibbed a little bit. I do, if I'm going to work with cards, I want them to be strange and unusual, just like me. So I have here a deck of tarot cards. There's 76 cards here, which makes it statistically harder than a normal 52-card deck. They generally come with something like a zodiac card on top to make it more mystical. You have things like the Tower, the Six of Swords, the Magician. Try not to pick the Magician. That's a little cliche for these acts. So, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the rubber band on the cards so they don't fly everywhere. And I'm going to be putting the cards into the bag and tossing them into the audience. It's your job to take the cards out of the bag, put the black top of the zodiac card on top because the names of the tarot cards are written below on the bottom. Break the deck once, take a look at the name of the card, a card, put it back together, and put it back in the bag. You got it? Okay. All right, are you all ready to catch? The game here is try not to drop the cards. All right?
Jeffrey, this is your show now, buddy.
You're really good at it, though.
Well, the cards didn't hit the floor, so that's good.
Yeah.
So just break it once, take a look, remember your card, put it back. Put it back in the bag. I think the white string may have seen its last day there, so just put it back in the bag. And toss the deck to someone else in the room.
You? No. Link.
Sorry. No worries.
Yep, okay, go ahead. Just take the cards out. Make sure the black bar is on top. Break the bottom, look at one card. Yep, the names of the tarot cards are on the opposite side of the black bar. So put the black bar on top when it's away from you. Yeah. Break the deck once, look at a card, close the deck. Got it?
Got it.
All right, back in the bag and toss it to somebody else.
This is where things can go badly.
All right. Bar there. You're ahead of the game. All right.
My glasses.
Break it once, see one card, put it back, and then toss them back up to me. If you picked a card, please stand up. Actually, I forgot to hand out this envelope. So somebody, here, could you hold on to this? Thank you. 3 people, 3 choices. Okay, I can see the cards. I'm seeing, well, this is kind of a theme tonight. I'm seeing the moon again. I'm seeing the Fool and the 3 of Cups. Did I call your card?
Yes.
Sit down. Did I call your card? Sit down. Did I call your card? Sit down. Awesome. Before the show, I sealed this envelope. Could you please open the envelope and tell me what's inside? Read it out loud for everyone.
The moon, the Fool, 3 of Cups.
Thanks, everyone. I'm Caerie Houchins, and that's my show.
All right, let's hear it for Caerie. Keep it going. Nicely done. Are you having a good time so far? Yeah. Prepare for that to end. I'm doing more magic. Just kidding. All right. We're going to see if we can do a little psychic power. Who wants to be my secretary for this trick? You don't have to leave your chair. You just need to use a phone.
No.
This lovely lady, what's your name? Stephanie. If you could pull up your notepad, you're going to keep track of all of the cards that we talk about while I do this trick, okay? Now, do you want to help me? Nope, she says not a little bit, not even at all. How about you? What's your name? Mira, come on up. Let's hear it for Mira. So Mira, I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to have a stand here. This might work better. I feel very tall, so I'm like nervous that I'm going to hit my head. We'll see. We're going to form a psychic connection. I'm going to call to the ether and ask for a card. And then when I hear the card, I will say it out loud. Your job is to just push what card you feel it is towards me. We're not going to pick up the card. I'll take a look and see how we did. Sound good?
Yeah.
Your job, write down those cards. All right. Here we go. Ooh, we're starting with a fun one. King of Hearts. Oh, she went very certainly to this card. You know heat signatures, don't you? Oh my God, she got it. She got it. That never happens on the first try. Wow, wow. All right. How about the 7 of hearts? Oh, which one? That one? Oh, this one? Oh my God, she got that one too! You're incredible. This is kind of spooky. 2 of spades. You sure?
Yes.
Don't want to go one more, one less? Oh my God. You guys seem like you don't believe me. That was a 2 of spades. Queen of hearts. Ah. From the end, she says. She got it.
Right.
And how about I pick one? I'm gonna pick the 9 of hearts. But I'm going to shuffle them. You know what? I'm gonna mix them all up. How about that? Mix them up.
Can you give this to Belle?
That one stuck to my hand. Think I got it?
Yep.
You believe that I got all our cards?
Yes.
Move these out of the way. Do you really, though?
Yes. I full faith you and George.
George had nothing to do with this one. Go ahead and read out those cards for me.
King of Hearts.
King of hearts.
Woo! 7 of Hearts.
7 of hearts.
2 of Spades.
2 of spades.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of hearts.
9 of Hearts.
Why, 9 of hearts. Let's hear it for her. She's really impressive. Thank you. You may have a seat. Wow. Magic. All right. Well, thanks for your patience with me while I work out childhood issues in front of you all. Okay. Our final act coming to the stage is quite the lady of the night. That sounded bad. I'm not going to introduce you as a lady of the night. That's not what we want to do. Belle Daily has been referred to as the den mother of the Women Magicians Association. She loves working with other lady magicians and setting up lectures and events for the group and writing about magic. At the Magic Castle, she's a Magic Castle magician. She does strolling and stage magic at country clubs, private parties, company events. She earned an MBA and has found it to be enormously helpful in working with her corporate clients, including Amgen, Deloitte, and the J. Paul Getty Museum and Yokohama Tires. She is a maker who loves to build new magic props and invent new effects. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Belle Daily.
Okay, I need to move a few things around, not too many. There we go, and we're gonna need this. Okay, we'll put this over here, here's that. And I'm not hitting my head, the most important thing. So, I was thinking about our event this evening, and I was thinking about how much I love magic, and I really love working with the women magicians. So I thought maybe what we would do tonight, or what I would do tonight, is explore the subject of love using magic. So let's start out with a little guessing game. For this guessing game, I use this red ball, my 2 hands, and all of you. Now this red ball represents love. So the first time, I'll show you how it works. Okay, anybody at all point to the hand with a red ball? Point, 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 point. Excellent pointing, well done. Now sometimes we feel like love is just out of reach. Okay, which hand this time? You're right. Okay, let's see. I know, observe we're not serving cocktails here, so I might need to be a little bit more sneaky, subtle, psychological. Okay, I'm not picking Jeffrey. Definitely not picking Jeffrey. Which hand this time? Oh, you would sure think it was this one, right? And you know what? You'd be right, because you get true love. But you know what? If you didn't pick that hand, it would still be absolutely fine, because you'd be tickled pink. Thanks, guys. You know, when I think about love, you know, I really love love. And I kind of feel like, you know, maybe, how many people here love love? Raise your hand. Oh, kindred spirits. So if I say to you, all you need is love. Okay. Very nice. I guess if we get that, let's try one more time. All you need is love. Oh, and I feel if you have musical accompaniment, what more could you want? So when I think about love, I think about a very famous couple, Bess and Harry Houdini. Of course, there's many magicians here. Harry is right here. They were pretty deeply in love. They met when they were teenagers, just like my husband and I did. They traveled across the country performing under the big top, just like my husband and I did, an effect called metamorphosis. Well, my husband and I, we dated for about 5 years or so when we got married. Same with the Houdinis, only it was more like 5 weeks or so. I think that Harry just knew a good thing when it came along. So I would like to have somebody help me. Was there anybody here that would like to help me? Please raise your hand. Any fakers, come on up. Okay, so I'm going to have you stand right here. Now you have to watch your head. Why don't we step up a little bit? I think that would be helpful. In fact, I'm going to move this up just a little. Okay, so you guys probably don't know Stephanie, and I haven't seen you in 10 years, something like that. But we used to work together. She's totally fabulous, and I'm really glad that you volunteered. So everybody give Stephanie some love. Okay, so tonight, we're going to share another effect they did. It's called the sympathetic scarves. It's really about connection between people. And this evening, if you're okay with it, I'm going to play Harry Houdini, and you're going to play Bess. Are you good with that? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, I thought we would start with a little bit of costuming, and I now realize that this piece of costuming is absolutely fabulous. Okay, so we have for you, I picked up some beads at a antique shop, so I thought that might be good. Do you want to try some costuming? Sure. Very nice, very nice. Help us get into a character a little bit. And I have a top hat, so there we go. And we're going to go back into time, and we're going to be, oh, if I can keep that hat on. There we go. Get these off here. Okay. I can get that to stay on there. I'm about ready. Are you ready, Bess?
I'm ready.
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 scarves under the big top, Bess. Bess, I would like you to take 2 of these and lock them up in your fist nice and tight so they don't get away. Got them? Well done. I take the 2 scarves and I tie them together. Okay. Now, Bess, I know we have a very special connection. While I was doing that, did you feel anything? No, that's okay. These things take time. So, Bess, what I would like you to do is take the pink scarf and hold it up nice and high, just like this. Well done! Oh. Very, very nice. See, I knew you'd be great at this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2, and I'm going to trade you. Lock them up in your fist nice and tight. You got them?
Got it.
Okay. So this time, I'm going to untie the scarves. Okay. Did you feel anything this time?
No.
No, hold on. That's okay, that's okay. Would you do me a favor and would you hold the pink one up nice and high? Ta-da! Very well done, very well done. Okay, oh, if you want to set your glasses down, you can. I walked out of the house without my regular glasses. I have reading glasses on, so I'm doing a little bit of this. Anyway. So let's see, we tied them, we untied them. You know what I think I should have you do? I think I should have you tie the 2 scarves together. Now what I'm going to tell you to do is tie them together tight enough to where they don't fall apart, but not so tight you can't untie them, okay? Okay. How you doing over there? You got it? Great, terrific, good job. Show everybody your knot. See, nicely done. So what I would like you to do is untie your knot, and if while you're untying it, you can, I know it's hard to, but can you kind of watch my knot while you untie your knot? There you go, that's good. Nicely done. Wow! So, Bess and Harry, they were together a long time, and it turned out that on this one particular occasion, Harry was a little bit upset. And the reason that he was upset is their wedding anniversary was coming up, and he had well, I won't say he forgot, but you know, the day was going to be so long and there was going to be no way they could do anything together. And he always took her out for a lovely dinner and a dozen red roses. And there'd be no way to do that. So he was thinking about what he should do. And he thought, you know, this trick, it always ends right here, but I'll play a little prank. It'll go just a little bit further. And instead of these, I'll introduce a red scarf, and then she'll think about the red roses. So let me get my red scarf. Oh, got a ton of stuff in here. Ugh. Don't need that one. There we go. We've got two here, a red one and a pink one. Bess. Now at this point, Bess was so surprised. Exactly. But then she covered it quickly because, you know, she's a professional. And he said, Bess, I'm going to take this pink scarf and I'm going to have you lock it up in your fist nice and tight, both fists. Okay. And then he said, Bess, I'm going to use a red scarf. I'm going to tie a knot in the red scarf. And he did. You know that knot? It's a little, let me see if I can tighten it up a little. Well, Bess, my knot turned pink. What happened to your knot? It's red. Okay.
Wow.
And Bess, dear, you know that I love you so. Would you be kind enough to untie the scarf and show it to everyone? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Bess Ernini! Woo-hoo! Thank you so much. Okay, I think we should give her another round of applause. Woo-hoo! Okay. In fact, I think I'll put all of this stuff, boy, it's a lot of stuff, kind of out of the way here. So I was thinking about this subject about love, and I met my husband in stagecraft class. Now that class was an extra credit class, so I might never have met him. So is it destiny that you meet somebody, or is it just a happy accident? And I thought maybe what we would do is look into that experiment tonight and see if we could figure out how that might work. So I need a couple. How about you guys? Okay, and you can wait right there for now. What's your names?
My name's Jessica.
Jessica?
Elliot.
Glad to meet you, Elliot and Jessica. And I need somebody that has a working cell phone and good eyes or good glasses. Any volunteers? Not you, Jeffrey. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh yeah, okay. Would you come on up? Woo! Yeah. Okay, and let's introduce you to the audience. You are?
Tim.
Tim, I'm very glad to meet you. Audience, let's give Tim some love. Okay, so Tim, let's see if I've got my cell phone here. I'd like you to take out your cell phone. Tim, I will not touch your cell phone. That's very important, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the internet and we're going to go to my website. And it is the same. Oh, let me let you get to the internet. Oh, it's on airplane. Because these guys just came from a flight. That's why they were here like a couple seconds late. So thank you for making it. So, where were you guys at?
Washington, and before that, Colorado.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, so I need you to type in my website. It's the same as my name. So it's BELLE and then DAILY and then .com.
Crushed it.
Okay, so did it come up?
Almost. Yep.
Okay, so you should see something like that. Is that what you see? Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go right here, and I'm going to have you go right to the bottom. Okay, and hopefully something comes up. Does something come up?
Don't scroll down until Belle tells you to.
That's exactly right. Don't scroll down until Belle tells you no. I'm going to turn off my phone just in case somebody calls, because that's kind of the way that magic happens sometimes. And I'm going to have you step right over here because we need to give a little bit of room for our couple. Let's see. How about if we turn this way? I think that actually would be fine. I don't think I need too much stuff from here. And let's have our couple come on up. Woo-hoo! Now, I must tell you, I immediately admired your shirt when you came in. Yes, I like that a lot. And so you are again?
Jessica.
Jessica and
Elliot.
everybody, let's give Jessica and Elliot. Come on. Okay. So when we start to think about this experience and this experiment, we have to meet first, right? So it comes down to, are you guys going to be able to meet? Now, how did you guys meet?
We met in college.
Very nice. That's where I met my husband as well, so that's nice. And how long have you been together?
16 years.
Yay! Just the beginning of a great adventure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about meeting. So how did you meet? I'm going to just make up a story about meeting. Okay, so let's see. We're at the mall. It's totally bananas. There's people everywhere. You guys are shopping. You're shopping. One of you's at Anthropology. One of you is at Banana Republic. Okay, so you have similar bags. In the back here, we have similar bags. I don't know if you guys can see these. Okay, we're a little short on room here. Can you see them okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Elliot, what happens if your bag is sat down right next to Jessica's bag? I was going, Jennifer, Jessica. I'm so sorry about that. Elliot's right next to Jessica's bag, and you accidentally pick up Jessica's. That would be a good thing, right? Because then you have an excuse to meet. Okay, so my question for you is, are you shopping at Anthropology or are you shopping at Banana Republic?
Anthropology?
Okay, so, well, I don't know. Okay, we'll go with Anthropology. I don't. Okay, well, there you go. See, you always learn new things about those you love.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Okay, so your bag is bag A. We do not want bag E. We want you to, bag A. We want you to have bag B because you don't want an excuse to meet. So let's take a look back here. And we have, right here, bag B. Okay, can you reach inside and see what's in there and take it out? You can root around a little bit if you need to. We have lots of paper. What else do we have?
Oh, okay.
It's a makeup bag. Okay, I'm going to venture a guess that's probably not yours, so you have an excuse to meet.
Is this yours?
Yes, because I bought it.
Because you bought it. That's right. It's Kismet. Okay, there we go. So they met. That's great. Okay. Woo-hoo. So first of all, you have to meet. And then the second thing is you have to be a match, right? So I have some scientific equipment with me here. It's called a matchometer, a patent pending. It works much like a love tester, okay? All right. So on our matchometer here, and you're still hanging in there, right? Okay. So I should tell you, you're part of the big finish, so you do have to be a little bit patient, but you're okay. Okay, so we have the matchometer right here, and you can see that there are 3 knobs and 3 icons. So the first icon is, they're not that into you. You want to miss, you don't want to get that one, right? No.
No, not after 16 years.
Well, I think you're probably a match.
I hope so.
Well, we'll see. Okay, our second one is the friend zone. You want to stay out of the friend zone generally, And then we have the heart, which is the symbol of true love, right? So this knob could go down to this icon, or it could go to this icon, or it could go to this icon. This one in the middle could go straight down, or it could go over here, it could go over here. This one at the end could go straight down in the middle or over here. So we have 3 knobs, and you guys need to make a decision. Please decide amongst yourselves which one you would like, and go ahead and pull one of the knobs.
Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, go for that one. Yay! Very, very nicely done. Oh, you knew you were a match. Well done. Okay, so we've met. We're a match. And this is the part you really probably do know about because you're a married couple and you've been together for a while. It's at that point that you really start to learn how to care for each other. That's the great gift of marriage. And one of the things that you learn to do is, hopefully, with some hope, and I'm sure by this time you've learned it, is you learn to pick out a good anniversary gift. I have the book of love because I had to have the book of love. Okay. And in here, I have a whole bunch of cards, and they represent gifts that you, Elliot, might get for Jessica. So we have, let's see, what do we have? We have a candle. It's not so great. A massage. That's a little better. A book. A watch. We need some more romantic ones. Oh, a spa day. That's not bad. See what else we have here. We have a dinner at the Magic Castle. That's pretty. Okay, that'd be fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just start to fan out the cards and just point to one. Doesn't matter. Get that. There we go. No.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give you that one.
I'll take that one. Okay.
You'll take that one.
Okay.
Okay, so we have I think it's time for you to help us. Tim, would you scroll down and read aloud what I had written there?
Tonight I had a wonderful time at Sunday Night Magic. I was
Okay.
joined on stage by a lovely couple, Jessica and Elliot. In our test, they met when he picked the wrong bag and got the gift she purchased. Then they avoided the friend zone and together picked the heart icon representing true love. We knew that they were destined to be together when she chose a necklace as an anniversary present. And my friend, who is doing a great job reading this blog aloud, told them to look in the bag.
Okay, first of all, well done. Let's give Tim some more. Okay, and let's see, how did we do?
A necklace.
A necklace, okay. So we do have that, and wait, no, we need to look, the last thing was look in the bag. Here's our other bag. And we remember that you were at A for anthropology, although you don't know what anthropology is. Can you reach right in there? And there should be in there something. Okay. And would you be kind enough to take out what's inside the box? It's a necklace. It's a little bit wound up here. I'll take this part. If you can unwind it, you might not be able to unwind it, but if you can, and you can put it on Jessica, that would be wonderful. Oh, you'll have to undo it. Oh, this might be, we might have a small stage wait here while this happens. Okay, you know what? You can just figure it out in a bit, because I did want to give you something as really a thank you for being such good sports. So tell you what, you don't have to figure out, oh, you got it. See, that's another lesson of marriage, perseverance. Okay. Okay, there we go. Well done, well done. And I would really love to thank all of our volunteers. Can we give them a big round of applause? You guys can go ahead and have your seats. Thank you. No, really, it is your gift for it really is. Okie doke. And so I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for exploring the subject of love with me. I love love, and I love it that you guys all made it here tonight. And thank you so very much.
Let's hear it for Belle Daily.
Okay. So I'm going to hand it off to you, young lady.
All right, let's hear it one more time for Belle and for all of your fabulous magicians tonight. Did you guys have fun? Yeah. All right, we're going to do one last thing, which is just kind of an opportunity for our lady magicians to come up on stage here. We're going to do a quick Q&A. So try and think of some questions, because as I've learned, there's nothing more awkward than a Q&A with an audience who doesn't ask any questions.
Okay.
All right, ladies, let's
get
each
my bags out of the
grab a chair. Come on up, Isha, Caerie.
We might need one more chair.
I can stand. I'm the hostess with the mostest.
You are the hostess with the mostest. By the way, let's give you a big round of applause for doing such a great idea.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
so you want to grab
Sweet,
a chair?
sweet
a chair
attention. I crave it, so.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, we have plenty of chairs.
Oh.
We have a chair for you right here.
All right, fine.
See,
You ladies share that mic, and we'll share this one. All right,
Okay.
I'm going to get the question ball rolling.
and watch your head.
Oh, watch my head. I'm going to get the question ball rolling by starting with everyone just explaining what got you into magic, briefly. We'll start with Caerie.
Oh,
Here, you can hold that if you like.
okay.
Hold it down.
I always had a love of magic. I was told growing up that women couldn't be magicians. My dad liked to tease me and ask me if I was going to put on the sparkly outfit when I grew up and things like that. So I gave it up. But in 2016, I saw a magician named Rob Zabrecki on Penn and Teller Fool Us. And I will never forget the day, because I pointed at the TV screen and said, I want to do that. I want to be weird on stage. And that's what I want to do. And I got a divorce. I moved to LA. I met Rob, and in January, just January, he sponsored my audition at the Magic Castle and became a magician at the castle. So, yeah.
Dreams really do come true.
So I started my path. I started my journey in magic when I met a junior magician named Jeffrey Williams. He is my husband. He's right there. Stand up, Jeffrey!
Oh, we should have brought the follow spot.
Yeah, we should have brought the follow spot. And to be seriously, when we talk about junior magicians, it is very difficult to get in. So that Isha is here with us is really a wonderful, wonderful thing. And to brag on my husband, he did receive an award for being a junior magician. So there we go. Yeah. But also to his credit, he would tell me how nothing was done. And after I'd worked backstage at magic shows, doing follow spots for many years, eventually he said, okay, you can look at my books. So that's how I became a magician.
Well, I am still figuring out the answer to that question. No, I became interested in magic as a young child. I think it was my dad doing really terrible versions of Houdini tricks that, like, he would try to escape from a rope and then his arms would be all chafed and, like, practically bloody, and he'd be like, ta-da! I was like, that just looks painful, Dad. But I do remember, my mom's here, actually, she can vouch for this. I do remember having a magician come to our house one time and performing a trick with a dove. And we had a very high vaulted ceiling, and the dove just got out and didn't come back for a while, and it was chaos. And I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. Cause chaos. But yeah. Yeah, it was great. Anyways, so here I am in my middle age, and I decided, you know what, I'm finally going to go after that magic thing. So I signed up for classes at the castle, because you're never too young to learn a new skill and find a new hobby and make a bunch of new friends. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about taking magic classes, do it. It's super fun. Isha!
I started magic because I remember I was at like a summer school. It was like a math class, and we learned a mathematical card trick, and it like wasn't that good. It was pretty bad, and I like wasn't impressed by it. But one day I got really bored, so I was like, I'm just gonna like practice this because I don't have anything else to do. And then I showed it to someone, and I thought it wasn't a good trick, but she like freaked out. And then I don't know. I really like that feeling when when I thought it wasn't a good trick, and she really liked it, and it brought her joy.
All right, let's open up the questions to the audience. Does anyone have any questions? You had one job, guys. Ask questions. Oh, look, we have a question. Go for it.
Sure. Isha, when did you start being a junior? When did you start?
Junior?
Yeah, magician.
Hold on.
And tell us
13,
about
14.
the process of how to become a junior. Yeah.
So I had already been doing magic for like 2 years, I think, and 2 or 3, I don't remember. And then I had a mentor online, and he said, "Oh, you're in LA." He was based in Florida, so he was like, "Oh, you're in LA. You should audition for the Magic Castle." And then one day I went to the castle, and there was this lady there. She was really nice, and she was like, "Oh, you're a magician." And then I started like doing some things, and she was like, "Oh my God, you need to audition." And then a few months later, I made an act to audition for it, and when I found out I got in, I cried for 2 hours. Yeah.
I'm telling you, these juniors are no joke. It's a very steep competition to get in. It's like hundreds of people audition every year, right, or something like that.
It's been going down.
We're going to talk about lying on stage. That's what magicians do. All right, any other questions?
Yeah, Cara, I got one for you.
Oh, sure.
When are you auditioning?
You're
really
pressure.
good.
Oh, thanks, Felix. That's very kind of you. I set a goal for myself, and I'm going to have this entire audience and this taped performance to hold me to it, that I'm going to try and audition December of this year. I finished, yeah, we'll see.
I'm on the membership committee, so
No!
if you're a sponsor, I'd be happy to.
Thanks,
I've seen you
Felix.
twice now, you're great.
Oh, thank you, my friend. That's very kind of you. None of these tricks will be part of my routine. These are just like my go-to bar magic, And that's a funny thing, you can have a thing that's just like a hobby that you suddenly get serious about. And I've always had magic like 10th down on the list of hobbies, I was like dance and film and cameras and VR and all sorts of weird stuff. And then, suddenly this year, or actually a year ago, I suddenly realized, the one thing on my bucket list that I really want to do is become a member of the Magic Castle. Every time I go there, I feel special. Every time I think about moving from Los Angeles, I'm like, but then I wouldn't get to go to the Magic Castle. So, yeah, thank you for the vote of confidence, and check back with me next year, and I'll see if I got in. All right, we got time for one more question, because I'm calling it. Jeffrey! Why, Jeffrey has a question.
Yes. As women magicians, have there been any particular challenges that you have faced because you were a woman, not the typical male magician?
Oh, well, let's start down the aisle. I'm sure we've all got an answer for that one.
It's definitely interesting. I think most of the magical community that I've met that's older than that's younger than maybe 50 has not been that big of a problem for me. Some of the people that are in their 70s and 80s that have been around a long time, there's definitely been some challenges there and some adjustments that needed to be made in attitude and how they interact with you, let's to say.
So I think about a lot of different kinds of challenges, and certainly when I was a sproutling 20-year-old magician, there were plenty of guys that always thought I was the assistant, right? And I didn't like that so much because that made me a little angry then, right? But I really think in my life, my challenges have been mostly internal. Things that I think I can't do, or that I don't try, or that I don't reach out. I think it's the internal ones that you really have to watch out for more than the external, for me anyway.
Yeah, I think I came into this, when you think of a magician, you think of a middle-aged white man with a top hat, or maybe a Chris Angel. I don't know. But when I came into this, I was concerned that there would be a lot more pushback or segregation of the women versus the men. And I've actually found the Magic Castle to be largely very welcoming of women and encouraging of us. But there have been a few moments where you'll hear, a little snide comment like women can get away with that, men could never get away with that, or ladies always do this. And I'm like, I don't do that. Why would you generalize me like that? It's just little microaggressions that you can either overlook or you can choose to call people out on it. But I'd say the biggest obstacle to being a female magician is pockets. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
All the men have all these pockets built into their outfit, and so many dresses don't have right now I have no pockets, and that was the birth of the boob joke. Sorry, I said a bad word. But it came out of a teacher making a joke about women not having pockets, and I was like, I got built-in pockets, buddy. And thus that joke was born. But largely it's been very welcoming, and especially because of the WMA. And I really just want to give credit to Belle again for this, because she encourages and fosters a monthly meetup, organizes outings, performances, lectures, and really it becomes a safe space for women to feel welcomed and encouraged. And now to our junior for her answer.
I guess since I got into magic when I was a lot younger, I didn't really process it and view it in that way. So I think that more as I'm starting to go into the magic communities, I start seeing these little comments and more encounters of it, and it doesn't it doesn't pull say make me feel sad about it. It makes me kind of want to do it more.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I guess in the juniors there are only 3 or 4 girls and 50 guys. Yeah. So I have there will be a little thing here and there that I'll think, oh, okay, that's normal, I guess. And then when I got into the WMA a few months ago, I was like, oh, maybe it's not so normal. I don't know. But it is a more safer community where, yeah, I don't know.
And now you got a whole bunch of big sisters who will kick those boys' butts if they give you any trouble. So don't you worry, we got your back. Well, listen, this has been a real pleasure. Thank you all for taking time out on your Sunday to come see